Tigger waited 40-something years to get married, and he got caught up with a whole nut, allegedly.
Most of us remember Big Tigger from the 90s on Rap City, and then basically In the Basement, and then other shows like 106 and Park. And he ended up becoming a legend in the hip hop commentary scene. He still right now is on radio, but largely a lot of his personal life has kind of been under wraps. He's from the, DMV area, and he's largely been doing this thing well respected in the genre.
What it do, good people, man? Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. And definitely shout out to Big Tigger. I remember being younger, Rap City In the Basement, BET, man. Shout out to Big Tigger, man. That's always gonna be engraved in my mind in the music lane in my journey as a child. You know what I'm saying, as a youth. Hey, man, if you haven't been to the channel, man, subscribe, like, and hype if you like, man. Let's get to the content.
Now, he did eventually get married later on in life to this chick by the name of Alicia Brown. And right now he's in Atlanta on his own show called The Big Tigger Morning Show. Now, what happened a few days ago, his current wife right now, Alicia Brown, posted this particular troubling video and basically showing visible injuries and alluding to abuse and infidelity, claiming that the couple is headed for the divorce after she found out that Tigger had been sexually involved with his new co-host, Francesca Amiker. And when the story broke out, I was following it, and I didn't really make a video right then and there. And well,
this is when it gets weird. 7 years ago, Alicia Brown's daughter disappeared from Baltimore, Reisterstown, Maryland, basically. 7 years ago, when she was going through a custody dispute with the father. Allegedly, the daughter was visiting her and just went missing. She had the daughter for a visitation, and the daughter went missing. The police said in their investigation it didn't look like there was any forced entry or anything. Nonetheless, the father has not seen his child, does not know where this little girl is for over 7 years. And the reason why she lost custody of the daughter was because she had left her in a car for 8 hours while she was at the casino.
So Alicia Brown has a questionable past, okay? Her own daughter, as you've heard, went missing 7 years ago. Nobody's ever seen the daughter again. We can assume that the young lady most likely is not living. And this is the kind of parent that she is. But hold on.
Based on local reports, it sounds like Alicia has a history of running game, weaponizing the legal system, running, absconding from whatever issue she's having. And I just don't know how Big Tigger even got caught up with her, because there are blog pages saying that they tried to reach out and tell Tigger about her daughter that was missing. Mind you, he now has a daughter with her, and people who know her well are alleging that she is so insidious. These injuries that she's presenting may have very well not been caused by Big Tigger.
This is the most troubling part. Big Tigger obviously fell in love with this lady. He married her, had a kid. He had plenty of options. He's in Atlanta, but he married her. People tried to warn him. Listen, bro, this chick is kind of shady. This is what she does. You kind of got to watch her and all that. She got a history of this. But when he was confronted with the information, he largely didn't want to hear it. And this is something, guys, that happens, especially to men of any age, because typically in the Black community, especially around men, we kind of feel like when people bring us certain things that they're hating. Like, man, you tell me about my girl, I got things figured out, you know what I'm saying? You're hating on me. And sometimes it could be hate, but a lot of times people do be trying to look out because they love you, they care about you. And if somebody is, down bad or whatever, then you should know it. I know certain people that know stuff about a woman or a man that they are dealing with, and they just won't tell them. Then when something happened, they'll be like, well, man, why you didn't tell me? Well, because you wasn't going to listen.
He's right,
So he didn't listen. All right. Now, not only is this bad, Tasha K went and interviewed a brother by the name of Durrell Williams. Now, Durrell Williams was in a relationship with Big Tigger's current wife, Alicia Brown. And what he said is crazy.
He did the exact same thing to me, minus the internet. She would come to court, say I beat her up, say I was abusing the child, and they would either arrest me or start an investigation with CPS, Child Protective Services, to basically cause a wedge between the relationship between me and my daughter.
So the first baby daddy is saying that she did the exact same thing to him, except for it wasn't on the internet. Alicia Brown said that he was abusing the child, that he was also beating her up. And by the way, I want to give a big shout out to Tasha K for, trying to get the truth out there. And she don't get enough credit for stuff like this because she could easily just keep this going, but she's not. So that's, big kudos to her. So the brother is saying that I'm a victim of what she has done to me. But
did you hit her?
No.
Did she hit you?
There were so many instances of me going to jail and me being arrested and cases behind it. There would be times where she would say I would beat her up and I would not even be in the same zip code. I would be at work, she would be somewhere else. She said I beat her up on the side of the highway one time. I was at work, I was on crutches, and I still went to jail.
Tasha K asked him, did you hit Alicia Brown? He said, no, I never hit her. There'd be times where we wouldn't even be in the same zip code or even in the same city. One time he says, I was on crutches. She said I hit her and I still went to jail. Guys, I'm not trying to paint all people with a brush or folks who are married with a brush. I'm not going to do that. But what I will say is marrying somebody is a big time thing, all right? Especially a guy like Tigger marrying somebody who's already had kids before. I don't know if Tigger has children, but she at least has one child before. And the fact that so many people knew about the situation, about her, it just showed me that he was largely overconfident. And one thing that I have a criticism of certain black men is that when we are brought certain information with somebody, a lot of times we feel like that doesn't apply to us. And women do the same thing too. A lot of women believe that they can kind of change a man. And unfortunately, we have some brothers out there that feel like they can change a woman. In other words, the dudes that she was messing with before, they never really had a real dude like me. So that's the issue. So once she deal with somebody like me, then I'm not gonna have those problems with her. And of course, you're having it your way. You can do almost nothing wrong in the first year. Okay, it's excessive booty clapping. She being submissive. She doing everything. All right, and to you, because you're having your way with the woman, hey, that don't mean nothing to you because at least she's doing what you need her to do. But ultimately, you cannot change people. Now, folks don't understand like how is Tigger, just slipping and let somebody like this get into his life. Man, it's crazy how in cities like Atlanta, Los Angeles, entertainment places, you'd be surprised at how small the community is. I'm in entertainment in the local sector, like not even on just YouTube, but in the local sector. And almost anybody can play around in entertainment. This is not medicine. This is not law. This is not tech. Those industries are heavily regulated and you need to have some level of skill to be in those industries. In entertainment, it's all about who you know, okay? And if you can get a certain amount of people on your squad, you can get through. And a lot of ladies do get through. And once you get through to somebody, you can do your magic on them. It happens all the time. How does this chick with nothing, she's a single mom, how is she dating this NBA player? Man, that's how entertainment works. It's all about space and proximity. So that's exactly what she did. And like I said, Big Tigger, he probably at work all the time. He's doing this thing in Atlanta, got other stuff. He probably don't have a whole bunch of time to be just vetting people and seeing what's going on. And ultimately, this is exactly what happened to him. And here's the most important part.
And those of us in the DMV have known about Tigger for well over 25, 30 years and have never really heard anything bad about him.
Tigger don't have this history, right? People in the DMV that's been knowing him for a long time, they have never heard this about the brother because he's not that kind of man, all right? I'm not trying to say the brother is perfect, but I've been covering celebrity for a minute. I've never heard anybody complain about Tigger. That doesn't mean that he can't do something like this, but largely we can believe that he's not doing this. And what has happened now? Because of the claim, Big Tigger is not at his show. He didn't show up today, right? And now what's happening is, even if it is false, his reputation is completely hurt right now because they got to take it seriously. When you work in corporate America, any brand, and somebody says that you hit them, you hurt them, people got to take that seriously because, you know, violence against women, that's a serious thing. So let's say, for example, that this is not true. He's cleared. I mean, it just puts a stain on you because now people look at it, oh, okay, this is a pattern. And for a guy to be in the industry for damn near 30 years, it is 30 years. He started doing voiceovers in 96. Man, this is absolutely terrible. You know, he probably at home stressing. He don't really know what's going to happen in the future. It's his first time he's ever been through this. He can't really go public and talk about it because it's a public case. It's just a whole lot to deal with, man. And my heart goes out to him and any other of the brothers that had to go through some level of false allegations, people just throwing your name under the bus, when largely they the kind of man you are, and this is what you got to go through. Again, you know, like I said, I feel sorry for brothers like that, but keep your head on the swivel, family. I understand it's nice that he's out there, but at the same time, you guys work very hard to get to where you at, and you can never afford for somebody to just, you know, throw your life away because they mad or because you don't want to deal with them no more, or you trying to, you know, date a fraud and you come to find out this person is not solid. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy Yoshi Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.